to What's Growing at CMC, the weekly segment where I, Daniel,
and I, Talasha, share with you about some of what God is growing here at College Mennonite Church.
We had a warm and early spring, making this past week even more confusing than it would have normally been.
Some of you got some lovely pictures of your early blooms, though, and we will show those at the end of the segment.
Thanks to all of you who responded to our call out for pictures.
Doris Yoder reports that Ben and Joanne came and helped her redo her outdoor space recently.
They laid mulch, grouped flowers, and in general made the area less labor-intensive for the future.
Thanks for sharing with us, Doris, and we are sure that it looks lovely.
Weaving's Sunday school class has begun meeting outdoors in person.
Last Sunday, they met in the Beck Memorial Garden at Newcomer Center.
This hidden gem is there in memory of Irvin and Phyllis Beck's two children, Joel and Sarah.
Irvin has been tending it since it took shape through the late 80s.
Go check it out. And contact Irvin and Phyllis if you would like to know more.
This weekend is a special one for our Goshen College community.
It's Graduation Sunday.
This year's experiences have been a hybrid of virtual in person, and that extends to the graduation weekend activities.
Congratulations to all of our 2021 college graduates, both from Goshen College and from other schools.
And congratulations to all of the professors and administrators and staff who made it through this year.
Some of these graduates have been able to attend Mennonite schools because of the Student Aid Fund.
And others have had their education made possible through the generosity of the International Student Ministry Group.
Here's a message from that group.
Each year, with the help of Dan Kuplichty, Director of the International Students Program at Goshen College, CMC's International Student Ministry Group identifies a number of incoming international students with unmet financial need. Our ministry helps make it possible for these students to attend Goshen College. Eden George, one of our scholarship recipients, is a senior from Bangalore, India, majoring in psychology. Congratulations, Eden, on your upcoming graduation.
Thank you so much. I would first of all like to start off by saying thank you to all the donors, because without you, I really would not be able to even be at Goshen College. I have had such an amazing time here at GC. I've learned so many things, and all the values that I have kind of picked up over these years have become a part of my identity now. And without the donors, like I mentioned, I really would not be able to be here. As an international student, it's always harder, and I know talking to other international students as well, that it is harder to think about how we're going to pay for college because it's in a different currency, and that's always an extra burden on our families and on us. But having this International Student Fund has been so beneficial to so many of the internationals. And I know that for a fact because I have talked to a number of them, and we've talked exactly about this. So I really, really thank every single person that has helped us be able to have this experience here at Goshen College, because without you, it would not be possible.
Thanks, Eden. Do you want to just say a little bit about what your plans are for next year after graduation?
Yeah, my hope is to possibly be doing Mennonite voluntary service for the coming year, or to get a job, and then I'm hoping to go to grad school after this year.
Thank you. This past year, contributions to the International Student Ministries Group helped make it possible for 21 students from 14 different countries to continue their education at GC. Not only does this fund help students pursue their educational goals, but students like Eden contribute greatly to the vibrancy and the diversity of the campus. The International Student Fund is supported by members of CMC as well as congregations, other local congregations, international alumni, and donors from other states and Canada. As we begin our annual spring fund drive, we encourage you to consider making a contribution to this worthy cause. If you'd like to know more about our work or how you could contribute, please feel free to contact any of our committee members. They are Kent Beck, Stan and Bonnie King, Jan Landis, Ron and Sally Jo Milne, Jeremy Suter, Vic and Marie Stolzfus, John Yorty, and myself, Marilyn Graber.
Thank you, Marilyn and Eden.
We know many of you are wondering what the near future holds for the activities of this congregation.
Planning too far ahead right now is an exercise in futility. It is really hard for us at College Mennonite, though, to not plan too far ahead.
We're all growing.
And we're also really ready to see each other.
We're so ready to fellowship in a more relaxed atmosphere.
So, we are planning some things that we feel quite confident can work.
Beginning in June, we'll have Sunday late afternoon worship and faith formation experiences outside.
These times will be focused around the same theme and scripture as the morning service.
Because we've seen how helpful cohesion can be during the past cohesive 9 months.
We see this Sunday evening time as a flexible and experimental space.
We'll explore various informal ways to worship and learn together.
Different ways to make music, to read scripture, to pray.
Because we'll be outdoors and masks, we can have less formality in the way that we interact with each other.
If this sounds intriguing to you and you'd like to contribute ideas and help, contact us.
You may remember that we had grand new ideas last year for making Bible school more of an outreach ministry in the community.
Obviously, that didn't happen.
We're taking a lot of the ideas that we had planned to use last year and reimagining them for this year.
Mark your calendars for July 17 and 18.
That weekend will be Compassion Camp.
All of us, as in all ages, are invited to join in this camp.
This weekend will be a hybrid of virtual and in-person sessions, and the balance of these will be decided according to local health reality at the time.
Sunday morning worship will be part of the weekend, and we know for sure that we will conclude with a Sunday party.
We're getting excited about the possibilities, and we hope this can be a whole church weekend of immersion in the Bible.
We mourn what we don't get to do this year.
And we're excited about what we get to try this year.
Through it all, we trust that God is at work, forming us in ways that we can't even imagine.
God was, God is, and God will be.
Thanks be to God.
Reaping and sowing, planting and hoeing. There's something showing, popping up through the sod. The Spirit's blowing, new life we're knowing, giving and growing in the garden of God. Reaping and sowing, planting and hoeing. There's something showing, popping up through the sod. The Spirit's blowing, new life we're knowing, giving and growing in the garden of God. Reaping and sowing, planting and hoeing. There's something showing, popping up through the sod. The Spirit's blowing, new life we're knowing, giving and growing in the garden of God.